Hussein, they couldn't spell his name in Kingston. So they gave him James Williams. So when he went to Cuba and farm working, and when he came back to Jamaica, he did not take back his Indian name. He came and married into the name James Williams. Our mother, whose name was Mary Jackson, and then from Mary Jackson to Mary Williams. That's how we get the name Williams. So now our name is Williams.
So it should be the Hussein's family reunion. What do you have to say about that? All right. So you know your roots then. So we are not really Williams, you know. We're a Hussein. Not related to Saddam Hussein. So you got to be afraid of all of my Muslim colleagues that you see walk inside here. They are our brothers too. And all right. You see that? H-U-S-S-E-N. Okay, Uncle? Thank you very much for those finer points. So as we go through, I'll brief you a little bit more on what took place. Interestingly, life is a never-ending story, isn't it? And so is our family. We have truly missed those of our family members, that loved ones that have gone ahead of us in death. And they are really the ones that really keep the family going. That is Daddy, Uncle, Chuku, and all the rest of the clan. They keep the family going. So it is necessary for us as their offspring to try our best to see if we can emulate their footsteps. Don't you think so? It's a good thing. A lot of people don't like families sometimes, you know, because the families, they say that, well, some might have misgivings about families. But guess what? You cannot change it because it is given to us, isn't it so? So we welcome our families. We don't mind if they are rich or poor or fat or slim or whatever. We love our families. So we want to really acknowledge that. So it is necessary for us, as their offspring, to try our best to see if we can emulate their footsteps that they have made on the sands of time. There is no perfect individuals. So there is absolutely no perfect family. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is the point that we need to consider. So we have our differences, we have our disagreements, we have challenges, but equally true is the fact that all of us will have the power, the courage to face the odds and come out as a phoenix. You know what's a phoenix? It says a bird that comes through fire. I never see a bird like that, but it's an expression that is used to show you can endure a lot of pressure and still come out successful. All of us though stand proud. All of us that are here stand proud, courageous, and resolute as the Hussein Williams family. We are not afraid of what they have to say, but what we know, be it resolved, that all for one and one for all. What do you say about that? Alright, so that's so much for me for now. We're right to go into a program, an Indian presentation that's asked by Jessica. Is she here? Jessica? Okay. She's not around, is she? Oh, she's changing. Just somebody check on her for me. 2 minutes. Okay, okay. In the meantime, let me ask you a question. 2 minutes they give me to entertain you that you're not bored. Hope I'm not bored, you know. Okay. What do you know about the Williams family? Who in the Williams family have the most children from Aja's side? Most children.
Renford.
Alright, you say Renford. That is correct. How much children Renford have?
Too much.
Who's the 20?
Where is she? She like the right person.
Right, so okay, guess who following his line? I mean, I should say that of Aja's children, who have the most?
Aska.
Aska. Who said that?
I must say Aska.
She's one of Aska children. What she do? Yes, Aska have 8 of us. It was really 12. 4 died. But guess what? 8 of us are here. 7 of us. Alright, alright. We check the maths later on, my big sister. We check the maths later on. Alright. And Redford definitely followed the line of his father. It is true. Ingrid, how much children your father have? 11. 11. And we're not counting those that died before. Good, alright. Alright, that's all well. So these men are very productive men. What do you say? Yes, I like to wasn't around, so they had a lot to do for that. Okay, without further ado, we have our selections ready. It's a special dance. 2, in fact, will be dancing. So we now let us welcome Jessica and
Yeah, the music's on.
Kathy. So let us give them a round of applause. Incidentally, as we go on, I tell you about the Sunan and Williams connection as we go on. Alright, I hear the gungur them. Let us see. contract that is to be signed tonight, you have to come through me. So you have to talk to me first. I'm their manager. We really want to give them a better applause than that. I don't like that. That's a thank you. So this is Jessica and Kathy, daughters of Pete Sunanan and Winston Sunanan. You see the Sunanan connections over? Let us give their father and their mother a round of applause too. You enjoy that? I don't hear that section saying anything. Do you enjoy that? Yes, man. What happened? I want to hear some response from the audience, man. Okay, that's very nice. Okay. At this point in time, you see why we put on these Indian cultures and these dances and so forth is, as you might be quite well aware, that we are, our origins, our grandfather origins is deep in India. Well, my brother will correct me and say it's Pakistan. We respect a lot the culture, and so we put it forward. And that's why we are like that. We embrace the English culture also, because we dance reggae and we sing other musics. But we're going to highlight this for a little while, the Hindi, or the culture of the Indians. Now, do you love words? You love a poem? Well, somebody said no. Who is that? We're going to allow Mr. Newton Williams to say a poem. Newton is the son of Moses Williams. So let us introduce Mr. Newton Williams as he say some nice encouraging words, some poems. And I tell you exactly, a poem rather, and I tell you where this originated from when it's true. And see if you could tell me who penned these words after he's through. Mr. Newton Williams, please.
Thanks, Mr. MC. So I'm not supposed to tell them who did it at the end.
Yes, you should.
All right, at the end. All right. Well, welcome everybody. As Abdul was saying earlier, lots of family members that we never knew we had, and I'm a prime example of that. So lots of cousins that I haven't seen in ages, and a lot of them that I've never met. So I'm very, very happy to be here on behalf of me and my household, and my daughter Natalie, she's been dying to come for this event, and she's really excited to be here. Anyway, without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead with the poem. Today, tonight, tomorrow, and forever, let there be peace, love, happiness, unity, and brotherhood. Welcome, folks. It is indeed a deep feeling of pleasure, pride, and satisfaction to see this diverse crowd linked together by one common bond, which is bloodline. We should pause and give thanks to God, to our ancestors, for one rich heritage. Family reunion is unity of spirit. Welcome to bond seeking a future that has the potential for an abundant and enriched life. This is a time to promote peace and harmony, restore broken relationships, engaging in thoughtful and caring activities, express love, patience, and compassion, and understanding, seeking wisdom and guidance, and give praise to God for the opportunity to share an experience with a common purpose. Let's enjoy this moment. Hope it will have served its purpose. Love to you all, and thanks for making it possible. That's it. Thank you. All right. Who wants to guess who wrote that poem? Somebody said Quiet Williams. Who else?
Must be quite white.
All right. Anybody else?
No.
All right. That's the winner. Quiet Williams. All right. So where's he at?
Mr. Quiet Williams, please
Stand up. All right. There's the man behind the words.
Boo!
Thank you, everybody.
So we have poet in the family. Mr. Williams is an able poet. He's also a songwriter of his own order. So indeed we want to say thank you, Mr. Newton Williams, for getting those beautiful expressions across to us through the penmanship of Mr. Quaid I Azam Mohammed Williams. That's his correct name. And if you notice those names, you know, I don't think he can take a plate, but he has been taking planes with his name. Right? So, interestingly, there's an interesting thing about myself. My name is Ahmed Abdul Ali Williams. And I went to apply for my visa just after 9/11. Well, my wife properly told me, say, listen to me, you ain't gonna get through, you know, because some of the mamas have that kind of name. But anyway, I went, and interestingly, I met upon a man, it seemed to be a Marine officer, who was interviewing me at the embassy. And he just looked at me and asked me a few questions, and I answered straight up in front. And he said, okay, he stopped me. Multiple. Well, it was multiple then. And when I came over and told her what happened, I couldn't believe. So he said, you know what happened? A friend said, you know what happened they're going to do to you? They're going to watch you when you go over there. So just give it the visa. But, you know, it goes to show names. No disrespect to any Muslims or about this, because Muslims, you have good Muslims. Muslims that understands how the connections are with the human race. Now, what is my first name?
Abdul.
Ahmed.
Abdul Indian man.
What's that? Ben Laden? Who's a Ben Laden there again?
No.
No, that's not. My first name is that Abdul. I just mentioned it not too long. Yes, Ahmed. A-H-M-E-D. We call it Ahmed, but it's not really Ahmed. Purpose is Ahmed. Ahmed. Right. Anybody know any one of their siblings' pet name in the audience? Anybody have any pet name? Would love to mention them. If you know anybody. Nobody knows no pet name. Who know any person in the audience by the name of G-Spot? G-Spot. And who is that person? that is to show you don't know much about.
G-Spot.
Is it Mrs. Carol Sutherland? That's her name in the family. Because you know each family have a name for each other. You know that within the family, each of us give each other a specific name. So her name is G-Spot. Miss G-Spot, will you please?
G-Point.
G-Point. I myself don't know. Miss G-Point, please stand. Or Mrs. Sutherland, please stand. Mrs. Sutherland. Okay, I stand corrected. It's a family reunion, so I'm allowed to make all the mistakes. I get away with it. Mr. William, what do you have to say? Yes, ma'am. Yes, I can feel it from here. Well, families can relate to each other in music, isn't so? Because sometimes you hear some music, you relate to some of your family members, isn't so? Yes, and you relate to certain settings and certain things. So, Mr. Selector, I have a CD briefly for you to clip for me. You could do that for me, please? I'm going to run a CD here. Well, I thought I hope I have it here. Yes. Now, I try to capture as much as possible, as close as possible, some of the music that the family likes. That's the siblings of Oscar children. So, you just clip a 15 minutes off of one and so on, so Mr. Selector. I don't want to bore the audience with some of these songs, because maybe some of you don't in the audience don't like these songs. Because music is taste for everybody, different.
Yeah.
In the meantime, how well do you know the Williams family? We're going to ask you if you have looked at this family tree here behind. We have a family tree design. We want to say,
Can you bring them on?
Yes.
Mr. Uri,
Yes, sir.
we're asking you kindly, sir, to convey our gratitude on behalf of the Williams family to your sister for us. That she have produced this beautiful family tree. Sure, the tree look a little bit like the tree is growing down. But guess what? It's a learning curve for us. So we appreciate everything, the workmanship, all the design here. Because when you're finished, you can have a look at it, and then you can see some of the connections here. Okay, Mr. Selector, could you run a track for me there? Just briefly. Okay, could you stop it up for me? Who is that? Whose favorite song is that? Anybody know? Renford Williams. He was an Elvis Presley fan. We're not speaking about his Muslim connection or after he was converted to Islam. But he was a girl's happy man. Will you hit the track for me, please, sir? Track 2.
What post we doing?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Who knows that song? That is Curdell Williams' song.
Hey, Madge. Madge, I'll give you a hand.
Auntie Madge also loves that song. Auntie Madge, could you stand for us, please? This is Marcia Williams, the eldest member of our family. She's a very skilled person. She can go to the line and hang out her clothes. She just wants to walk in the house one time, and that's it. She knows every corner of the house. She has lost her sight from she was 5 years old, and yet she is not dysfunctional. She functions perfectly and accurately as any normal being. So, Auntie Madge, we want to thank you very much. Let us thank her. Could you hit the other track for me? Okay. Who's that? Whose song is that?
G-Spot.
Am I correct, Mr. Sinanan? Yes. Yes. No, yes. And I'm gonna play it, let you have a full length of it when we are through. Alright, could you hit the next track?
Hey, you know, everybody's talking about the good old days, right? Everybody, the good old days, the good old days. Well, let's talk about the good old days. Come to think of it, as bad as we think they are, these will become the good old days for our children. But why don't we try to remember
September.
But I'll go with
the
it.
kind of September when life was slow and oh so mellow. Try to remember.
Alright, okay, alright. Anybody would say? Sorry, why is it out of my... Okay, it's September. Anyway, we think it's Miss Angie's song. Don't embarrass us now. Alright. That's a quiet song. That's your song, sir. Sir, that is your song. Yes. Hit that track if the one supposed to follow. That's you.
Your song is?
Now, who is that? Cynthia Autia. That's her shock. She's a bit shy tonight. Emotional. Okay. I won't play anymore at this moment. Let me go right into some other. I have some others there. Introduction, new members to the family. Now, you'll have to help me out on this one. The audience will have to help me out, the family members. New introduction to the Williams family. Now, some of you might be 10, 15, maybe so, or less age. Could you kindly step forward? Members of the Williams family, new ones. But they don't know him, I'm sure. They don't know her. Yes. New ones in the family. Yes. Right. Anybody else? I'm sure there are more. You know these people? You know who this daughter is? This lady belong to?
Elvis, Usama.
Usama, Elvis, yes, you want, yes. This family reunion has never been held, you know. This lady here is Karen Williams, my cousin's daughter. Tell him your name, baby.
Daniel.
Daniel. Welcome, Daniel. What do you have to say about the audience? Give her a hand for that. Daniel.
Daryl Williams.
Daryl Williams. Yes. Let's welcome them too. All right. Right. New family members. Don't lick off the mic on the ice cream. Lick off the mic a while ago, I'm sure it's ice cream.
Abdul Rashid.
Yes, and
Suela.
Suela. Welcome them to the family. Twin. They are twin. This man is a twin man in the Williams clan. You have to be careful of him. Enough production. Okay. And that is Elvis, Renford, one of Renford's son. Elvis. Come sir.
Your son Rukaya Williams.
Kaya Williams.
And Yusuf Williams.
And Yusuf Williams. This is also Renford's Williams' son. Let us welcome them. Welcome them. Welcome these Yusuf.
Shafiq Tinder. Shafiq Tinder.
And son of?
Ingrid Williams.
Ingrid Williams.
Crystal Williams.
You gotta get a beat when you go with a boy. Let us welcome. Yes, let us welcome Shafiq to the family. Yes, my dear.
Zaria Scarlett.
Zaria Scarlett. Otherwise known as Juju. Alright? Alright, let us welcome Juju also.
Abdullah Scarlett.
What you say, sir?
Abdullah Scarlett.
You said, did you say Abdul or Abdullah?
Abdullah.
Welcome, Mr. Abdullah, to the Williams family. Yes?
Sahara Barrett.
Sahara Barrett. Tyler?
Marsha Williams.
And where is Marsha Williams in the audience? That's Marsha Williams. Alright, good. Welcome to Sahara Barrett. Yes?
Rihanna Barrett.
Rihanna Barrett, daughter of?
Marsha Williams.
Marsha Williams. Welcome them too. Why not? Yes. Yes, my dear.
Marshall Holness, daughter of Marsha Williams. Granddaughter of Marsha Williams.
Alright, okay. Marsha is a grandmother now. Let us welcome them. Yes, sir.
My name is Sajad Daddy.
Your daddy. Who is your daddy or mommy?
Mr. Daddy.
Who is? Okay, let's welcome him, Pilot. Let's welcome him. Yes. Yes. And I'm sure you might have other new ones. Like Sunil kids. Where are they?
Abdul.
Sorry, sir. My apologies, sir. What's your name, sir?
My name is Abdurrahim Powell.
Who is your mother, sir?
Sharifa Clear.
all right. Let's welcome him. Let's welcome him. Yes, sir. Nice. Sharifa here. Mr. Sunil,
Abdul. Sydney.
Oh, Sydney, step forward. A lot of people don't know you. Come on.
We need to see our mother and father on stage.
No, we don't want to see them yet. You come first. And Natalie, what's your name, miss?
Sydney.
Sydney what?
Corey.
Who's your mother? Where? Call her name. Please call her name.
Cynthia.
Okay, let's welcome
Sydney.
Sydney, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Woory. Yes, Natalie? Come, Natalie, you need some company. Go ahead. Name and who is your father?
Natalie.
That is his name?
Newton. Newton Williams.
Newton. That's him. That's Uncle Moses' granddaughter. So, and interestingly, you know who this man married to? Newton Williams.
Sunanan.
Guess who? Karen Sunanan. And now remember, Carol married to Roydell Sunanan. And Boyd married to Herman Sunanan. No, this is an interesting thing. Guess why? It's a tree connection, you know. So I said to Rydell, I think it's yesterday I said to him, Rydell, you're not no brother-in-law, you know, so don't use no brother-in-law stuff on me. Because the connection we have in the Sunanan family is not no in-law. Is stronger. is what Mr. Williams? Outlaw. So we want to acknowledge the Sunanan's clan. Please do that. Please do that. Please do that. When I say the Sunanan clan, we have a man by the name of Raja. Mr. Raja, would you please stand for me, please, sir? I know that you don't like the limelight, but you're always there for us. That's the man. Look at the light. Look at the light. That's him. That's Keith Sunanan. He was the one that architect. He's the father of Jessica. Chanel, where are you? Chanel and Citra. Chanel and Citra. Chanel and Citra. Come, tell them your name quickly, quickly.
My name is Citra.
It's nice. And who's your daddy?
Chanel.
He's the son of who?
Roydell.
And the son of who also? Who else? His mom? Son, his mom?
Carol.
Carol. And there's Carol Williams Sunanan. So let us welcome Citra and
Chanel.
Chanel. How old are you, Chanel?
11.
11. That's very good. And who's your grandmother?
Carol Williams.
Okay, good. All right, let's welcome Citra also. And she goes like, sorry?
She just passed.
Okay, let us give her a big round of applause for that. She just got through for Glenmuir High. They're brilliant kids, you know. Yes, yes. So we really appreciate that. Okay. We know we want to move right down into the program a little bit more. And I just asked Uncle Moses to stand. Uncle Moses, there's a point of question here, sir. Would you kindly come forward? Would you like to say anything in order to this audience pertaining to maybe yourself or the Williams family? Or you want to sit back and listen, and when you're up to it, yes, feel free. Let us give Uncle Moses a hand, because he has been with the sugar industry for many, many years. But Uncle Moses is a skilled distiller. He can put anything into rum, or he can take the product and hold it like this and smell it and tell you how much purity is in it. He was a bench chemist first. So he's very good. And at one point in time, he was very close to the product too. So Uncle, we appreciate you a lot. We thank you very much. And we have Auntie Perlita. Auntie Perlita, where are you? You want to come forward, please? You want to say something? All right. Don't say a lot, no. I beg you. You want to say something? Come forward, briefly. What's it? Keith.
Good night, everybody. I am well pleased to see what the Williams family have done today. We shall never forget this day.
Thank you, Auntie. You're very precise and to the point. Yeah. And you know, interestingly, this function wasn't just the Williams clan alone. We have some support too from like Roydell and his family, all combined together. Keith also assisted. Others, I might not call your name, but you must know that everything that you have done for us is highly appreciated. In fact, I will be making a little note at the end of my thingy to just acknowledge everybody. Now, Aja was a man that deal with Hussein. You know about Hussein? Who in this audience don't know about Hussein? That means that everybody know about Hussein in this audience. Put up your hand if you don't know about Hussein. You don't know about Hussein. And Jennifer Rampasad is the mother. Am I correct? Who danced Hussein? Jennifer Rampasad, my cousin, who is Perlita's daughter. Please stand. Right, you're your daughter. Okay, let's give them a round of applause. Now, Hussein was is a Muslim celebration, but it has reached to an extent where it's not so much of a celebration anymore, but more like a festivity that is been cultured or been promoted. Now, this Hussein, could you control those kids for me, please? They're kind of getting out of hand here now. Control him, please, please. They're giving me a lot of competition. I can't take the competition, you know. Yes. Yes, I was saying that it was Mr. Oscar Williams who bring back the Hussein within the Clarendon region. He was the one that was responsible for Hussein to be revived back into Clarendon. Guess who we revived it with? You never guess. Who knows?
Sunana.
Yes? Jagassar? Okay, but I'm talking in Vare itself, Portland Cottage. There was a man by the name of Thomas Hall. Was Thomas an Indian or a Negro? Negro. That man raised with daddy. I would say Ali, who is daddy's uncle, raised actually Thomas. And Thomas knew a lot about Hussein. So he was a man that built the Hussein under the direction of Mr. Oscar Williams. And they did well. We hope that you would like to hear some Hussein drumming. I think my crew is ready. We're ready, sir? Alright, the Tasa is heated up. We're going to treat you to about a 5 minutes spin in the collection of time into the Hussein drumming. You have the 3 instruments that are primarily involved in this. You have the Tasa that takes the lead, and you have the big drum. The big drums are really war drums that you play, signify, and you have the Jan. So we have 2 drums, 1 Tasa, and about 2 or 3 Jans, is it? So we are ready, are we? Okay. I want to give you some time. So, okay? All right. Can I indicate to me when we are ready? Okay, so we defer that a little. They have to get the instrument them ready. All right, we're gonna give you a next treat again from those 2 lovely Sunanan ladies to really entertain us. Would you like to see a next dance, would you? I know someone like you want to see the dance, man. Only these people want to see the dance, the rest of the people back that side.